Hi everybody. So here I am. So I started reorganizing my room, my closet. Got a lot of stuff going on here. But I don't know. I the outside, what you see on the outside, which I mean it wasn't messy like this before, but like I got all this stuff. All this stuff. And this is the stuff I'm cleaning up. But I got all this stuff that I've been holding on to for why, I don't know. Like I'm going through the file from like old file cabinet, file folders, and I have stuff from like my first house. Like why am I holding on to that? But I guess that's because the reflection, the outside of you is a reflection of the inside of you, and inside I've been holding on to a lot of stuff. So I guess I gotta let it go on the outside and the inside. Like I can't even believe I have these papers. Like this was from there's a date here somewhere. I already put some through the shredder, but 1996. Yep. Wow. 1996. I have papers from 1996. So can you imagine what I'm holding on to in my head? That's freaking crazy. But one of the things came up whenever I was doing this. I think I thought of something else I've been holding on to, and I need to let go. So when I did the drugs, that I overcame, so I'm letting that go. But there's something else I guess I never let go of. So I had to like leave my kids. Like I left my kids. I mean, my parents took care of them. So, like I said, they were there for me when I really needed them. The only bad part about that is like my parents were kind of hard on them, especially Mason. Like Mason, Mason was a little bit. He was the I don't know. He's the one that always fought back. He didn't like take no crap. And you know what? I'm glad he's that because he showed me something I never was. But so basically I'm here like I did what was best for us. And I'm telling myself that, but I'm just telling you this is for anyone else who's gone through this. Like you did what you had to do. I did what I had to do to make myself better. So I could be the mom they needed. And I guess in a way I knew I was holding on to that, like, but and I apologized to them, but I guess I didn't forgive myself for it, so I'm forgiving myself now. Because if I wouldn't have done what I did, who knows where I'd be? I might not even be alive right now. Like their dad, And that, like, I mean, what I did, me having to leave them was probably hard for them, but imagine if I died. Imagine if they lost me and their dad. How much more that would have put on them. So I'm letting that go today because I did the best I could with what I had, and I learned from it. And I would never put myself in that position again. And I think in me going through that and their dad going through what he went through, like, I didn't keep that a secret from them. Like, they knew. They knew. There were people that try to, like, act like that isn't how he died. But that is how he died. He died from a drug overdose. and I was on drugs. And they knew. They knew that about both of us. And I don't know. I just know, like, sometimes they feel bad because they didn't have a dad, or because, I don't know, just like this, you hold on to stuff. So I hope they let that go, because they didn't do anything wrong, number one, and like I had to forgive my parents for the things that I've been holding on to. They need to forgive themselves and me and their dad for them, not for me. But I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't hold anything against me. Like, they tell me I was a good mom. So one thing I say, they were always proud of me. I know that for sure. Our parents are our teachers, and they've been teaching me a lot. Sometimes it took me a long time to see it, but I see it now. I'm glad that they're my kids. And I'm glad that I was this lucky to have them. And I just hope for them that they know they can be anything they ever wanted to be. And I tell them that. I tell them, don't say can't. We can do anything. You know, it's crazy. The little train that could. We learned that like a long, long time ago. But we were still negative people. Always saying we couldn't. Always holding ourselves back. Well, I hope they never hold themselves back, because they're going to be amazing people. I love them. And I love them enough to let them be who they need to be, even though it's hard for me. Like, not let, Aiden wanted to join the army, and I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, are you sure? Like, you need to be sure. And he said, yeah, Mom, that's what I want to do. So he did. And I didn't try to talk him out of it, even though it was scary. And I miss him. I miss him a lot. But he has to be him. And I'm proud of him. Like, he's in Alaska. Like, I was like, Alaska? So I guess I'll be going to Alaska. Not sure when yet, but I will. Yep. But, and then Mason, I don't know, Mason always gave me a hard time, but now I know that was him trying to be him, and I was holding him back from that. I wasn't as hard on Aiden. I guess maybe I learned some things from Mason. But for me, he was being like disrespectful. But no, you know, one of the things he always says, to get respect, to get respect, you need to give respect. And I always thought, like, no, you're supposed to respect your elders. You know, that's the way it is. I'm your mom. You need to respect me. But I guess, I mean, in a way that's true. But I guess I didn't really respect him. I do now. I think I saw a lot of him, a lot of me in him. I saw him doing things I used to do. And I don't want that for him. So I tried to, I also saw him doing things that I was never allowed to do. And I tried to stop him from doing things. Like, he wasn't allowed to do a lot. I guess he used to do stuff anyway. And I didn't know. I didn't know. But it's okay, because he is who he is, in spite of me. And part of it because of me. But some of it's in spite of me. Same thing with Aiden. Like, I always had my opinions about things. Just like when they would go out in their pajama pants or something. I would say, oh, I hear people saying that too. But they didn't care. They're like, so what? Who cares? Who cares what anybody thinks of me? It ain't about them. It's about me. And I'm like, wow. Yep. They had a lot more knowledge before I did. So I'm glad for them that they're becoming their own people. And I'm here for them. Always. Yep. Well, that's all I can really think to say right now. So thanks for tuning in. See you next time.